You've dreaded this day. You would hope it would never come, but it is here. You can't stop it. Velma, episode 5 and 6 live reaction. Let's get it. Let me get out all my screams first before I watch this.
Previously on Velma.
I like you.
That's hilarious.
She acts like Norville is so out of her league. I mean, under her league, but he's actually a lot better. He's too good for her, to be honest with you. Norville is way too good for Velma.
Watch where you're going. Gigi?
Hi.
I'll take a shot at the possible plot of this episode. Norville falls for Gigi. Velma gets upset or jealous and tries to win back Norville's attention and affection. Very typical, very cliche. I hope it doesn't work because, again, she doesn't deserve Norville. I've grown to like and appreciate him for what he is. He's an honest, hard-working citizen. I don't know. I think he's good. He's still cringe, don't get me wrong. Murder board, do not look. I guess there's mutilated bodies behind there. Or maybe Velma's the murderer. All of this time. Science Fair, Fog Fest. Okay, nothing important. Nothing interesting scattered around this filthy, disgusting room. Of course her room is disgusting and unclean. What the
So you know that thing when you text your friends and they don't text you back, so it feels like you're gonna die? Well,
Oh, look at that. It's already starting off. The plot that I thought. She's gonna witness that Norville's not paying her any more attention because he's getting it in with Gigi. And that's gonna be this whole episode. I'm gonna imagine it. What's up with her finger? You see that? What is going on here? Leave Norville alone. He's getting it in with Gigi.
Sorry, no time. Baby's coming home tomorrow, so we need to clean before heading to the hospital for Sophie's postpartum photo shoot with the nursing staff.
The baby's name is Amanda, apparently. So it's a girl. Did we know that last episode there was a girl? I don't know. Probably wasn't paying attention to it. Useless detail.
The sleepover's gonna be so tight.
Wait until you see how much pizza I eat. I can eat 3 slices. We've been getting a little pushback on the police presence in school.
But, fun twist, it's from the police.
Uh-oh, I just rear-ended a cop.
That is so disgusting. They're high schoolers, but it is a high possibility that they're still minors. So the fact that they have possible minors, like, you can't convince me that they're all 18. Don't give me that bullshit. That means they're all seniors. But like seniors that have already had their birthday, mind you. You would have to be a senior year or a flunky to be 18 in high school, and you already had your birthday that year. You tell me all 3 of them? Bullshit.
In fact, the officers on detail have all resigned, citing unrelenting sexual harassment.
Look at that. Okay, so they at least acknowledge that, first of all, it's sexual harassment, but also just the fact that this show is portraying that is still creepy.
We'll now be instituting a citywide curfew.
Picture in the back literally just says no, and then it has drugs. Come on. You could be a lot more creative than that. Come on now.
You're caught outside, you'll spend the night in jail.
I'm going to the crystal mines and I'm not coming back until I figure out who I am and where I come from.
sorry, sign, but hot people are cut too much slack to heed warnings.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Hey, it's the bats. That's a callback to the original Scooby Doo opening that had all of the bats come out of the haunted house. Cool. Love to see it.
Dr. Edna Purdue was a female neurologist.
You don't need to say female, Velma. You can just say neurologist.
Ah, you have a girlfriend?
No.
Damn. I know I said he was getting it in with Gigi, but I didn't literally think he was in school. Damn. All right, Norville.
And your girlfriend is Gigi? Damn, this makes me think I could bag Don Lemon. Mad? No, I'm so excited. Now you have Gigi to talk about boring stuff like your swords and feelings.
Look, Gigi and I have decided that maybe I should spend less time with you.
Less time? But I only see you when I need you as is.
Okay, a lot to unpack there. So, apparently, she's not jealous of Gigi. That was a big surprise, unless she's faking it. which is very possible. Fred is gonna be the new Norville this episode. It seems like the new simp.
Who are you?
We're your parents, Daphne.
My parents? Why are you so hairy?
You must be this, Nyan. It's police. I'm sorry, they're coming to get the show creators.
You weren't abandoned, Daphne. Your mom stole you from us.
What? It's historical society. Places like this help Skipgates learn which white actors are descended from slave owners. If there's any record of Dr. Purdue, it'll be here.
I'm glad we haven't deviated from the cringy, not funny meta jokes. Always appreciated.
Friends with our favorite docent, Norville. We're so happy he's found Gigi, especially after wasting years pining for that bossy one. What was her name? Meatball?
I actually heard Meatball was really cool and beautiful.
Well, all we have are Dr. Purdue's old journals. This is the one place she felt no one would ever find them. 99.9% of our visitors are people looking for a bathroom. Huh?
Very realistic. Any crappy store would tell you that we really just want to use your bathroom. Everybody is guilty of it, honestly. If you don't have a bathroom, or if you have like a buy first policy, then you're probably the scum of the earth, and we'll just find a bathroom elsewhere, possibly on your store.
The last person to look at them was Dia Dinkley.
What? My mom was researching a mad scientist and then disappeared at her house?
Does anyone have a defibrillator?
I hope nothing Velma related interrupts this relationship here. And I hope Norville just doesn't come out and say like, you know what, I have feelings for Velma, we can't do this. That would just ruin whatever this is going on.
Still, if I can separate reality dating shows' exploitation of women from my obsessive need to watch them, I can separate Gigi from Norville.
Ugh. I saw this part coming at least. I was halfway right.
Okay, remember to take your pill with food, and absolutely no getting murdered after curfew, young lady.
Oh, that artist was that girl's mom? That was the artist, right? From the last episode, where Fred realized his attraction to quote-unquote natural beauty of women? Or are these characters starting to look alike? I'm not sure.
Was there anything else, Sophie? Yeah, a lot actually.
Right, they're dressed like the Jetsons. That's cute.
Oh, right, don't break anything. Sophie will have a heart attack and die. Hey, don't eat that! That's baking soda, you filthy animal!
What the fuck is going on?
Crap, I forgot to order pizzas.
On it.
Never been in a marching band. I don't really know why they're having this sleepover. I don't remember the contents. Certain details I guess I gloss over sometimes when I'm watching these. Cuz they just seem unimportant. I don't know if the food thing was like a joke or not about how marching bands are always hungry. I'm not sure. She has a knife taped to the back of her laptop, which I respect.
The Crystal Mines gang was comprised of former employees of the Crystal Mines mining experience.
Mine's closed. Everyone's fired.
Using the mine's old tour boats to travel beneath the streets of Crystal Cove, conducting robberies for years undetected. By the time detectives Linda Cull and Donna Blade brought the gang to justice, it had grown to 20 members, including one infant.
If they could find all of this information online, why are they going through all of this crap? Like, everything that they want to learn is just online. And besides, like, the book Velma needed to find, which she didn't find, instead of going to the Crystal Cove, which Daphne tried to do that one episode, she could have just looked this shit online. Like, everything's online, apparently. Excuse me. So why are they even doing all of this?
Not to ourselves. Time to get freaky.
Daphne?
Velma, I may have found my real...
You haven't seen Norville, have you?
Tell me every detail.
Sorry, I just need to borrow this guy for 1 second. But I have a clue about my mom, and I can't research it without you. Please.
I
I guess I could help with one clue.
Thank you.
But make it fast. It sounds like Gigi just got here.
Gigi? So one call to the registrar and voila!
It's pronounced viola, you idiot, and that's an orchestra thing.
I know that. And let me guess, you play bassoon?
How dare you?
Are these real words? Are they just making shit up? I don't understand what's going on. It's a joke, all right? I'm not an idiot. I know what a bassoon is.
So how about we have a little flute off?
Why is this happening again? They're technically fighting over Norville, right? That's what this is. So many reaches happen in these episodes to where they just want to show something, so they make up every contrivance in the dictionary to get that thing to happen. They shouldn't be fluting each other. What the fuck is going on right now?
But I need to take a pill with food.
Me too. Me too. Sorry, I hate to do this, but I'm trying to impress a very smart, very stout young woman. So when I say quadruple meat, I mean quadruple meat. Make him again.
Fred is a deplorable person, but if he is on your side, he gets shit done.
Look, let's cut the crap. Norville was mine way before he was yours, so I'm only gonna say this once. Please, please, please let Norville help me.
Actually, I was hoping we could talk about the story of my adoption.
What's to talk about?
You know, the way you're talking in unison makes this feel kind of rehearsed.
Ha ha ha! It's not rehearsed.
So my origin is the exact same as Superman?
We don't know who that is. Normal isn't something you share, like a sandwich.
Who shares a sandwich?
Do you even know what's going on with...
Yeah, for once, it's been 5 episodes, I finally agree with Velma. Who in their right mind would share a sandwich? I wouldn't even share a sandwich with my wife, girlfriend, or my child. What? That is my sandwich. I'm not... What do you... Share it. Make your own sandwich. What the hell is that? That's ridiculous. That's insane logic.
But the only way to know for sure is if we say it at exactly the same time.
Well, that seems smart.
Dr. Edna Purdue is your grandmother?
If you didn't like Velma already, then congratulations. She's also manipulative.
How could you tell Gigi and not me? You tell me everything. I don't always listen, but still.
I can't talk about this. I never should have trusted either of you.
God, Velma, I did it. For the first time in my life, I didn't bungle a task so badly it needs to be covered up by an Israeli security firm.
Norville, you fucking idiot. I would have still ate those pizzas, to be honest. They're pizzas, right? They can practically never go bad.
Curfew time. Last one inside is a person of interest.
And now it's based...
I would still eat those pizzas. Let me tell you, alright? If I'm starving at some shitty sleepover, those pizzas are being eaten. I shit you not.
Well, I tried, but only got halfway there. That's just me living up to my label as a male feminist.
Well, curfew started and you're... Hey, we gotta feed these nerds now or my house will be destroyed.
Why they ain't got no goddamn food? Are they poor? They ain't poor.
We could take Daphne's mom's cop car to Spooner's to get food there. Unfortunately, I don't drive, and Fred doesn't drive, and Gigi doesn't drive. And Norville, in light of the recent revelation I take advantage of you, I couldn't expect you to do this for me.
Is manipulation sexy to women? Like, why is every girl like that? Why? In this show. I'm not saying every girl in reality. A lot of girls in reality, of course, are very manipulative.
Thank you so much, Daphne, and whatever's going on with you, just put it in a text and I promise I'll give it a thumbs up.
This would never work. Like, that's an actual police vehicle. They can't do that.
Huh.
Come on now.
I want to write an IOU for the food.
There's no time. You'll get caught.
Sorry, I have no choice. I mean, if we don't support a small business owned by a woman of color, who will?
Wow, Norville. You're not just a better friend than I am. You're a better person.
I'm so done with this episode. What is all of this shit happening right now? I haven't laughed once. I want my money back for this episode that I took online. They're going to get food for their band sleepover. Why? What is that? That doesn't have anything to do with anything. It's not funny. It doesn't push the plot along. It's just some shitty side story. Like, if the mystery of the show was story A, this is like story K. Like, it's so far unrelated, and yet a lot of time is dedicated to this plot point. It's bad. It's so bad. And then I don't know why she made that delivery, realizing that she's a shittier person than Norville. We all knew that Norville is you do not deserve Norville. Yeah, and I pray that they don't rekindle that affection later on, because that would just suck. Although Gigi doesn't seem like she's the best either. I don't think, like, no girl or no person in this show is actually good. They're all bad characters. Why? This is supposed to be the Scooby Doo gang, minus Daphne and minus Scooby Dooby. Unless Gigi is Scooby Dooby. She's the dog of the group.
Don't worry, you guys head home. I'll distract Sheriff Cogburn.
But Velma, you could go to jail. You would hate it. They spend an hour outdoors every day.
It's only for one night.
Hey, you there!
Hey, Cogburn! I'm out past curfew, and I think the movie Serpico is boring. What are you gonna do about that? Oh my god, I have to post this.
What will it take for you to not do that?
What was that all about? They were... Oh, his parents were, like, going somewhere to get kinky. I didn't comment on this before, but I hate mystery shows that where the clues kind of just pop out of nowhere. You're telling me that a huge section of Daphne's mystery is going to be revealed just because a car flipped over a dumb little manhole, which just so happened to have the boat that she researched online right underneath that manhole. I don't know the literary term that describes how that's bad. I think it's MacGuffin. I'm not too sure.
Welcome to the Crystal Mines mining experience.
If that was around during the Netscape era, that means this shit is almost like 20 years old. This whole mining museum, mining ride attraction is about 20 years old at least. Considering Daphne is about 17 or 18, and it's probably about 17 years, around that old. So it probably wouldn't even be functioning unless her parents are like frequenting that attraction for some reason. But it definitely wouldn't be functional. Like, it's an electronic boat, right? It wouldn't be functioning after all those years underneath ground in the sewer. So unless they make up something about how it was used recently, or they kept it, they revamped it and kept it functioning, that is very unbelievable. I give this a thumbs down.
Since you didn't post that,
Oh, because they all broke curfew. That's why they are in there.
be in my office Monday morning. I'll tell you everything I know about my mom, Dr. Edna Purdue.
What?
Oh, that's so cute. And don't worry, Velma will clean it up.
I don't know who the hell she thinks she is, but I wouldn't let my stepmom talk to me like that. Just saying.
Norville did, however, threaten to shove our instruments up our butts if we didn't clean it. Musically yours, the marching band.
Wow. There is an after credit scene. I can see it with the timestamp. So let's watch that before I say anything.
This first factoid goes out to Jenny L.
Welcome home, Daphne. I'm your mother,
Carol.
And I'm your father,
Darren.
Darren kind of looks like that one big Asian guy that escaped from prison. But I'm pretty sure he had blonde hair, right? The escapee? Or am I making that up? They were both Asian, so I guess that's why they look similar. So Darren and Carol, I'm 100% gonna forget their names. And that's it. That episode. Even though a lot of information was revealed in this episode about Daphne's mystery, and also we found out that Edna was the mad scientist that owned Norville's house before Velma's mom went missing. She was looking up about Edna, the mad scientist, and then all of a sudden went missing. So there's probably a correlation between them two. Daphne figured out that her real parents are a part of the Crystal Cove attraction 17 to about 20 years, about 2 decades ago. So even though a lot of information was revealed, it was still a pretty bad episode. I still felt like there was a lot of filler in this episode. It was just too much stuff happening that wasn't important and wasn't funny. Even though this is probably the episode that revealed the most. Like, how do you fuck that up? I'm giving this episode a 2.5. It's got to be a 2.5 out of 10. Moving on to episode 6. So we're more than halfway done with the series. There's 4 episodes after this. Looking pretty good. And by good, I don't mean this show. I just mean our completion of the show is almost there. Our suffering is almost over.
Previously on Velma.
Aw, yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
I'm your mother.
Carol.
What makes this so strange is that we don't have any connection to Brenda. She was dead before we even knew anything about her. We still don't really know anything about her, just that she's a dead girl victim. And the other girl, I forgot her name, but we don't really know anything about her either. They weren't important characters enough for us to learn about them, even 6 episodes later, after their deaths. Now, if Gigi died, that'd be different. I don't think that's gonna happen though.
If there's one thing teen dramas get right, it's that nothing is ever actually a teenager's fault. We're all really just paying for the sins of our parents. They're either lying to us.
Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, you did.
Yes, queens throughout history. Amazing. Sounds like the worst book of all time.
Discover that polonium mercury.
Or trying to change us.
Good. Yes. Dub for the dad. Take that garbage book out of here. Into the fire. A glass of whiskey on the rocks. I can go for some whiskey on the rocks. Honestly. I wish that was my dad.
Truly crappy parents? No one beats my dad. Dad, I need to get to school early to talk to Principal Rogers. She might have clues about Mom's kidnapping.
Or risk messing her up the way he met.
How long has it been since her birth? She's kind of big. It's a big baby. How is her head almost the size of the mother's head? Telling that neither of Velma's parents want anything to do with her?
Hey Velma, want to ride to school? We got champagne, AC, and the driver has a funny story about how he survived the Khmer Rouge.
Absolutely not, Frederick. Unless this is your selection for our hunt?
No, Father, I like her now.
Whoa. Whoa. Pushing boundaries there, Velma. Well, hang on. Not Velma the character, Velma the show. Whoa. A lot of subtext right there.
At least my relationship with my father isn't that bad.
Just the 3 of us.
But don't let her push you around. You're your own man.
Damn straight.
Now spill it.
Okay, well, buckle up.
Little paperworks in the back are ineligible. So, ineligible? That's not the right word. I'm sorry. I kind of just woke up.
In the 1970s, my mother, Dr. Edna Purdue, was a brilliant neurosurgeon.
Okay, so she said 1970s. I never really put much thought into this before, but we don't really know when this was taking place. But she said 1970s. That's her. That's the grandmother of Norville. Norville's about 18, so this is probably 2023. Like, this is probably current time.
Keep the human brain alive outside of the body.
I never could have been an organ donor.
A scientist?
Her work caught the attention of Army General Harry Meeting, who felt he could use it to spy on what he believed to be the biggest threat to the American West.
Whoa, hang on. Let me see that movie poster. Bay of Pigs invasion.
The biggest threat to the American...
And then something that just says Korea. Because, get it? Because this is the 70s.
Oh, let me guess. Communists? Meat made from plants? Women's sports?
No. Meddling kids.
I might be too stoned to make a sign. Wait, did I write that? Ha 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 ha. Are you laughing yet?
But the meddling kids always foiled him with a technique called mask pulling. So...
All right. So they're adding a lot of lore and context behind the attributes of the original Scooby Doo. Mask pulling, meddling kids, releasing the floodgates.
General meeting tried to infiltrate them through hypnosis. But this only worked so long as no one ever snapped their fingers. What if she could put a soldier's brain into the head of a meddling kid? He called the program the Special Covert Operations Brain Initiative.
Scooby? Come on. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to be clever with all this, but I could have thought of better shit than this. And I mean, it's easy for me to say. They could have been a little more nuanced with these reveals. And I feel like it's kind of weird that they're throwing all of this information at us at once.
Scooby? And wait, what did Scooby do?
It attempted to create the
I don't know if I'm just really sleepy or like this is... What did Scooby do? Let's do it.
perfect spy by swapping people's brains.
Oh, did it work?
No. She slowly...
It's funny how Norville's father looks more like Shaggy than he does.
My mom bricked up her secret lab in our basement, hid her journals so no one could recreate her work, and was committed to the Crystal Cove Insane Asylum.
Playing God, removing brains? That's some white people shit.
I knew she was going to say that. It's gotten to the point where I know what Velma's going to say before she says it. Obvious. Very obvious. And that's bad. Because now you've got a character that's annoying. You've got a character that's painfully self-aware, racist, and predictable. There's nothing redeeming about her character as of right now. Why do I want to keep seeing this? I'll tell you why. Views, baby.
My mom disappeared after finding Dr. Purdue's journals, and the dead girls all had their brains removed. Could they be connected?
Wow, for all your personality flaws, you're actually a pretty good detective.
Wow. I must be psychic or something, because this woman, I forgot her name, but Norville's mom, literally just pointed out how many character flaws Velma has. And I just said that like a few seconds ago. And this is not the first time this has happened. I feel like I'm so in tune with this show right now. My mind has been opened and I can see the future.
You're late, Daphne. Are you rebelling already? As a criminal, I like it. As your dad, knock it off.
Yeah, he looks too much like that criminal that escaped prison. I think it might be revealed later that they are, like, she's related to him too. I think they revealed his name. I don't remember it though, but he might be her brother or something.
Not a word about why we really need her until we know we can trust her.
That's the girl that died.
It's an adrenaline shot. Your heart stopped from a hallucination.
Norville, why didn't you make me laugh?
I tried.
Your body. Brain replaceable. Muscles looks tasty, but it's important. Heart breakable. Digestive. 30 feet long if you lay it out. If you lay it all out. Bones also breakable. Disclaimer. Okay.
Okay, well, when was the first time you hallucinated?
It was a few days after my mom went missing.
You'd been trying to find your mom before that, right? Why didn't the hallucination start until then? As a man analyzing a woman, can we assume Menzies?
No, but wait. Something else did happen that day.
Nana's nibbles.
For the last time, your mother wasn't taken. She left us. Now, see if you can solve the case of how to entertain yourself while I make work calls.
I hallucinate because I have daddy issues.
That's like the biggest crux of any woman. If you ever found a girl or know a girl that is not too right in the brain or hates men, daddy issues. Without a good father, they don't really have a good male role model. And so, I can't take this seriously, all right? It's a legitimate concern sometimes. You know, everyone needs some kind of father figure in their life. Otherwise, they grow up in very different ways. Clearly, in her case, her mom was gone. She didn't really have a good father, so it could allude to why she's so terrible today. He has that purple drink from episode 2 that Velma's dad was drinking.
My father is not a beta. He drives the speed limit no matter how many people are honking at him.
I mean, no, he is a beta, but he's a good dad. That's the point. She wouldn't know that, of course, because she doesn't have that, or at least doesn't appreciate what she does have. Any woman that doesn't have or didn't have a good dad is not going to look upon other dads favorably, or other men. You know, there is a connection there. All right, I'm not a therapist or a psychoanalyst, but there is definitely a connection there.
Come on.
Jeez.
Don't even think about it, Iman.
Hey, Dad, can we talk?
This just looks like hell. Absolute hell. And then my annoying daughter wants to talk to me too. I'm already dealing with 2 annoying women. Do I sound like a misogynist or something right now?
Sure, we got away, but they stole you. And now they're gonna pay.
That guy in the back kind of looked like Norville. Hang on. Or Norville's dad. That guy all the way in the back looked like Norville. His dad. I don't think... Does he have a name? I think it's just dad, right?
Believing in crystals is back, baby!
We can sell this hall and retire to the non-extradition country of our choice.
Her parents are shifty salesmen.
First, I think this place has changed since the last time we were here.
Nana's nipples. So it went from Nana's nibbles to Nana's nipples. Basically a Hooters. I've never been to Hooters. Do they like have strip shows like that? Because I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
Fine, Mom. Not this again.
But that's what I need to talk to you about. To stop my hallucinations, I need you to believe me that Mom was kidnapped.
I don't know any strip club that sells pies. If it's real, please leave me a comment. I just want to check it out for research.
Fred? What are you doing at Nana's nipples? I thought rich guys went to the Tits Carlton.
It says 18 plus in the corner there, but I'm damn sure these 2 aren't 18. It can't be.
Get away from my son. He just asked the manager if there's a stripper gender pay gap.
There is. Guys make way less.
Do they? Oh, all right. Hang on. Let me start. The show is trying to go on a rant right now. Hang on a second. I never actually thought of that. It would make sense that men make a lot less as a stripper. I would assume like being a stripper is pretty much female dominated. I would think. I would imagine they don't really make less like money. I just think it's a factor of if you were to do a study about the gap between male and female, I think females would automatically be higher because it's more of them in the industry. Same thing with certain things like the gender pay gap with any other male dominated industry like carpentry or plumbing, things like that. Males are going to statistically make higher than women because there's more men in those industries. And I think that's where the confusion lies, because a lot of the studies don't take that into consideration. I would believe, I don't know how true that is about males making less in the stripper industry, but I would believe, yeah, it's probably true. Whether it's reverse sexism, well, I don't think the original point is sexism to begin with. Again, I think it's misconstrued information with the studies. So yeah, this wouldn't be reverse sexism. I don't know what it would be. It's just statistics. That's it.
I'm doing what every girl is doing up here. I'm just trying to get my dad's attention.
And one day it will work.
So what do you say we go have some fun? Just us.
I will teach them well.
Uncle Errol. Uncle Errol. I think we heard that name before. Grandpa John, Aunt Cheryl, our first lineup.
By the time I say something, I could have already paid $5 for another coffee.
Amanda, where are you? Oh, God.
That's not funny. It's not funny. She'll lose her shit. Hey, it's the callback. I forgot the name of these monsters. They all had names, strangely enough, but they were never that. Isn't this the swamp? The swamp man? Swamp monster? Something like that? Or is that something else? But he was a villain in the original series.
To the best day ever.
She's definitely underage to be drinking. But, okay.
Hey, can you answer that? I'm like sucked substitute teacher level hungover.
No, it's Gigi. And you were right. My dad has taught me to be a beta, so I'm working on power moves.
Why is he ignoring Gigi? This is a power move? Ignoring your girlfriend or whatever they are? It's not a power move. You just seem like a dickhead. Has she ever ignored him? What? If anything, you should be ignoring Velma again.
Oh my god. You only told Sophie you wanted to spend your paternity leave with me so you could work while I was at school. My hallucinations were caused by my desire to make my dad love me. But after today, he's dead to me. And if I don't care what he thinks, then I won't hallucinate.
After my mom died, her house was put up for sale and Fred's family bought it. Dia uncovered the one thing my mother never intended anyone to find. Her journals.
So that's what my mom was doing at Fred's house on Christmas Eve. Looking for Dr. Purdue's secret lab before Fred's family moved in.
It all makes sense. I just don't like how we couldn't, as viewers, we couldn't possibly know this until certain information came to light. And that kind of defeats the purpose of being a mystery show.
You're saying my mom was taken by the ghost of your mom? Really? I thought only idiots and B-list actresses believed in ghosts.
Have you...
Another shot at the viewers and possibly the fans of the original show. So tired of that. It's so overdone at this point. It's not delivered finally. And again, for the umpteenth time, it's not funny. Negative 1 million stars for that. Why'd she say ghost of Edna? Edna's not dead. She just admitted to a psych ward, right? She's not dead. Did I miss something? Yeah, I think she just went missing. Maybe there's a living soldier corpse that kidnapped her or something like that. Part of that Operation Scooby they tried to do. It's supposed to be. I'm not excited for these events unfolding.
Daphne, the only thing left for you to know is you deserve better than us.
A gun? Hold on, is that a goodbye gift?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are sorry, Darren. We've been on to you since you busted out of jail and put a geode through our daughter's window.
We're maybe not the best cops, but we're great moms.
Carol found that shirt down here, and I upcycled it as a rag. We only have one planet, people.
Velma! Where are you? I'm sorry! Also, please be cool for once and don't tell Sophie!
This episode seems a little rushed. It's like a lot of shit happening right now.
Hey! Young girl, not wrong. Only way to earn father's respect is take a stand. You want I help kill him?
Yeah, let's do it.
Am I supposed to be concerned that he was actually going to try and kill his dad? It's not normal behavior, but we'll gloss over it. It's played as a joke, apparently.
You ignored my calls like I just took you on a first date.
That's because a man answers his phone when he damn well feels like answering his phone, Lamont.
Gigi almost died. She was stung by a bee digging her pants out of the garbage at school, and the nurse was out of adrenaline shots.
Oh, no.
She's allergic to bees? Gigi's allergic to bees. Norville's mom is allergic to shrimp. Okay, I was thinking they were both allergic to bees for a second. I was about to say, wait, is Gigi Norville's mom's daughter? Norville, you fuck up everything.
The lab entrance! But it's still closed. If my mom didn't open it, where'd she go?
Were you pushing a brick and it opened?
Fred, wait!
That would probably kill them both.
The only thing we've ever lied to you about is the dog. Truth is, he went to a farm.
No, I know you stole me from them.
Stole you? Damn it, they got away. Aww.
But didn't they say that they found her in the middle of a cornfield or something like that? So it was still a lie.
Dad? Wait, did I die and go to hell? Damn it! I always knew atheism was a gamble. How did you find me?
I can locate your phone like any good parent.
Ah, comedy, funny, comedy, funny, cunning, comedy, funny, comedy.
Would kidnap your mother. No one wants to talk about 9/11 that much anymore.
Fine, don't believe me. I'll just find her on my own. Footprints? People were just here. And what's this? Jinkies!
Jinkies? Why are you saying jinkies?
I didn't realize she never said that up until now. I guess she might drop her glasses in this episode. This might be the one. And also footprints. Couldn't have a Scooby Doo iteration without footprints. But also you can't have a Scooby Doo iteration without Scooby Doo. So...
Someone wrote Jinkies on this paper.
Oh.
Wow. Oh no, Dad! I need you to believe me that Mom was kidnapped. We're gonna die.
Oh my God, you're right. She was kidnapped. I actually believe you. For real this time.
You do? You do? He does!
So that's Edna. That little ghost thing is Edna.
My hallucinations are finally over!
Are you sure? Because I feel like you've said that before, like a few times.
Jinkies is written in your mother's handwriting. She was just here.
Jinkies!
Okay, now you're totally trying to make it a thing.
There's so many better ways that could have played out. But all right, you know, whatever. After credit scene, and then we'll talk a bit, just you and me.
So, if this was all about your dad believing you, how did making you laugh also stop your hallucinations?
Right? Or kissing Daphne?
Kissing Daphne?
But I'm sure I'll figure it out. It would be pretty lazy not to. Now, come on. Whoever has my mom.
It's probably because it was a distraction. Sometimes when you're facing trauma or facing some kind of guilt or self-loathing, you get a little distraction that kind of helps you forget about it for at least a certain amount of time temporarily. That would easily explain all of that. I don't need them to reveal some kind of convoluted plot in the next few episodes, which they just tried to jokingly allude to, breaking the fourth wall yet again, trying to defend their lazy writing by openly admitting to it. But I mean, it makes sense that things that fill you with some kind of euphoria would distract you from your past traumas, at least temporarily. Distract you from your feelings. Having a kiss, laughing a little bit, drinking alcohol, which is why a lot of people drink alcohol and smoke and get addicted to drugs, because they have a lot of undealt with trauma, and they just need a little distraction here and there. That would explain everything.
So the question is, where'd they go? Huh?
Okay, cool. Wow, alright. A lot of stuff happened. So, Velma rekindled her relationship with her dad, which stopped her hallucinations, apparently. Destroyed them. They found out, or they came to the realization that her mom was kidnapped. She didn't leave because they were terrible. She was kidnapped by someone unknown while she was investigating the house of Edna Mode. I think that was her last name, right? Mode. Norville probably screwed up his entire relationship with Gigi, trying to be an alpha in the worst ways imaginable. Because of Velma, mind you. Actually, because of Velma and Gigi. They were like bullying him around. So, this is their fault. But Norville also was dumb as fuck. And I wouldn't be surprised if they broke up next episode. Daphne found out her parents were criminals and why they did what they did. Now they're gonna try to take her hostage to protect her from those two police, which happened to be the only police in the entire city. But they got arrested anyway. They took them in. Turns out her parents weren't lying about where they found her, but I feel like they still lied about where they found her, because they said they found her in like a ditch, just lying. I think I heard they found her in a cornfield or like some kind of field or something like that, not underground, trying to bust her real parents. A lot of good story points happened, but it wasn't really delivered nicely. It felt like it was rushed, like I mentioned, and I still feel like there's some details I didn't really catch up on, but I'm not gonna watch this again. I can't put myself through this episode again. Even though any other show, if I didn't really understand every single thing that happened, I would rewatch it again, at least that certain episode. Not happening this time. I'm just going to take it for what it is. Seems like I got the gist of things. And we've got 4 episodes left, so plenty of time to reveal other stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to give this episode, I'll give it a 4. A lot of good data points, but ultimately still wasn't funny, which I don't think is going to change. I just feel like the writers themselves aren't funny, so that's a permanent problem. That's it. See you on the next one. We're almost done with this, so thank God. Bye. Subscribe.